Okay, so this is my 3-minute version of Comic Con '09. First thing I did is I went and made a shirt. I had some awesome things on the arm. The left arm was a engineer. The right arm was the war symbol. On the front and the back, I had Sark of Ungram. Whoa! Then we took a car ride, went to Dunkin' Donuts. At Dunkin' Donuts, I got a bagel and orange juice, as a matter of fact. Then we got in the car again and went over to the ferry. At the ferry, we were waiting, and we went over to New York City. When we got to New York City, we were in Javits, and that's the outside. It's kind of nice. On the inside, there's a really long line. It kept going and going. But luckily, there were some Star Troopers there, so that was okay. When I got in, I went straight to the Warhammer booth. I saw and met Jeff and Paul, and it was awesome. But I was starstruck, and I think that I was kind of weird, and I weirded them out, so they left. Or maybe they had to go do their conference. I don't know. But then we went to the presentation. At the presentation, there were a lot of cool things. Here they are. OMG. Bam! Okay, then I went and took a break, and I photographed the madness that was happening at Comic Con '09. If you look there, and there, and there, and there, and there, you see that there's tons and tons of people. Then I went and caught a talk by Cryptic Studios. Cryptic talked about Champions Online, and they also talked about something else. But before they talked about something else, I realized, well, there's also DC Universe. So Champions versus DC is a hard choice. But the one thing that nobody else has is Star Trek Online. Way to go, Cryptic. It looks pretty good. They have a lot of things about character customization. Then I was going to go to another talk about the MMO panel, and I saw that there was a FAP closet. Nothing happened in the FAP closet. It was locked. Then online, I met the squig herder named Scott. Scott was pretty cool. He lives in New York. And then when we went to the... Oh, man. And then at the panel, I got to ask a question. During my question, I realized that nobody was answering. Only two people answered, Jeff and the guy who does the Fusion Fall game. So then after the panel where nobody really answered my questions, I went back to the Warhammer booth and I decided to talk to some people. I met Jess, who's the community manager. She's really cool. And I also met Brian, who's in charge of RVR, and he's really cool too. Then they started turning off the lights. They made us leave. Okay, then after that, it was time for Dave & Buster's. I got a call from another engineer named Munahif. Really cool guy. He's from Sylvania. They rock out there. And we went to Dave & Buster's. So at Dave & Buster's, there's a lot of awesome stuff going on. There's a party, and lots of people were there. There's some people named Becken and Leela from my server, and then there's a bunch of other people from other servers, and here they all are. I also met Andy, who's the other community manager at Mythic, and he's freaking awesome too. There's some people playing Rock Band. Went home, went to sleep, next day got up, got the ferry, then I was on my way. Again, I saw Javits Center, but here's the inside. Then I went to the Warhammer booth again. So I'm a noob, and I used an Nostromo, and I couldn't have any keybinds, so I had to go and fix all my bindings on that keyboard and figure out what I was going to do. And then we started to play. We played Northern Watch as 40s, and it was freaking amazing. We got to play there with our mounts and all the craziness that you get to do at 40. Order 1, 2, nothing. It was great. And then, after we won, I got the prize of a hat, and it was awesome. But there weren't enough Destro for the next round, so me and Munahif and Rothley went over, and we decided to play. I played a Zealot, and then we won again. So I don't know if it was the three of us that were awesome, we just won whatever team we were playing with, or if the other people were just bad, or what happened, but it was great, so we won. I had an awesome time, Mythic. Thanks for everything. I can't wait to go to Comic Con next year. If you want to hear the rest of the details about the whole Comic Con and war there, please check out www.lagwar.com.